Chris Christie made some eyebrow-raising comments over the weekend that I wanted to share with you. I absolutely believe if Trump had not gotten into the race, I'd be president. So that's what he said. I'll give you his full quote here. This is from New Jersey Advanced Media. He said, "It's incredibly frustrating to think to yourself, wow, if this guy were not in the race, we'd win this thing. And I absolutely believe if Trump had not gotten into the race, I think we would have won." Yes, that well-known hashtag, Christie would have won. Everybody knows Bernie would have won, not fucking Chris Christie. But so I wanted to discuss this from a few different angles. So, no, he's wrong because he actually, he had the whole fake straight shooter persona that Trump had. But the difference is Trump actually used sometimes some really populist rhetoric. So Trump, for example, spoke about how I'm not going to cut Social Security. I'm not going to cut Medicare. We're going to rebuild our home. We're going to rebuild this country. We're going to do infrastructure. We're going to stop wasting money on wars overseas. I'm against these shitty trade deals. So he made arguments like that, and he made them repeatedly, over and over. And so you married the straight shooter angle, the fake straight shooter personality, with those arguments, and then sprinkle in the xenophobia and bigotry that the Republican base loves. And that's like a dream candidate for them. Now, Chris Christie was more coded in his bigotry. So he wasn't as straightforward as Trump was with his bigotry. Christie was more coded. Many in the Republican base view that as like, just keep it real with me. Just say, be bigoted. Just say it. So they don't like that. But then also, Christie was not at all populist. Christie made the same establishment Mitt Romney-style arguments of, no, we have to reform Social Security and Medicare, and I'm in favor of doing free trade deals. And so he didn't have the populist angle. He was making Wall Street's arguments while doing the fake straight shooter persona. So people aren't interested in that. And that's why Christie, not only did he not win, he didn't come in second, he didn't come in third, he was way down the list. So he's wrong. Ted Cruz, of course, came in second. Now, there is a little angle where he's right, though. And that angle is people were looking for that kind of persona, the fake straight shooter persona. And Trump offered it to them, to the Republican base. He made it seem like he was an anti-establishment guy, even though, of course, he's not. Cruz offered a different flavor of anti-establishment politics, even though, again, I think he would serve the establishment had he been elected. He serves the establishment as a senator. But I'm saying in terms of how he campaigned, he had a little more of an outsider angle to him. Where Christie's right is, if he, from day one, campaigned in a way that he had his personality, but he made the populist arguments, he could have done a lot better and potentially could have gotten the nomination. And I'm not just saying that. There's also some evidence to that effect. I don't know if you guys remember this, but when Christie had already made up his mind that he was going to drop out, he did one more debate. And in that debate, he had cut a deal with Trump, where Trump told him behind the scenes, listen, I know you're going to drop out. Number one, don't worry, I got you. You'll be in my administration in one position or another, okay? But number two, in return for that, what I want you to do is I want you to destroy little Marco. And in that last debate that Christie was in, he obliterated Marco Rubio. Obliterated him in a way that had me going, oh, man, oh, shit, Marco, R.I.P., son. You all right? You got to close this casket for the funeral. You can't leave that casket open. You're bruised up. So, bottom line is, when Chris Christie thought, I'm not going to win anyway, fuck it, and he was himself, he was by far and away the most compelling person on the stage, and that guy could have won if he was like that from day one. If he went into the race going, fuck the strategist, not going to listen to the strategist, going to be the tough guy, straight shooter, the fucking watch me shoot from the hip. If he was that guy and he wrecked all the Republicans on stage from day one, I think he would have won. Because he's like Trump, but not as stupid. So he's got the fake straight shooter thing, but he's also more quick-witted because he's not as dumb. Trump is dumb. He's not smart. Christie can make logical connections more than Trump can, so he's quick. He has a quicker wit. And if he was the wrecking ball from day one, you got to remember, Trump was on stage going, low-energy Jeb, little Marco, sleepy eyes Ben Carson, and he even argued against the Iraq War. If Christie had his same persona and argued like Trump did and was a wrecking ball through all the other candidates, he could have won. Yes. So he's wrong in that his strategy from the beginning was wrong, so that he wouldn't have won, and in real life, he had the wrong strategy from the beginning, so coulda, shoulda, woulda. So he's wrong, he wouldn't have won. But if his strategy from the beginning was the strategy that it was when he decided, I'm out of the race, then he had a real shot. So he's 75% wrong, 25% right. But it is kind of funny that he's like piping up about it, because it's like, no, son, calm down. You don't get to say that because you didn't even finish in the top 3, 4, whatever it was. You were out really early. So, and he's not making the nuanced argument I'm making. He's just saying, no, I would have won, even though I came in like 23rd. So, no, but there's that little kernel of truth that I thought was worth discussing.